Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Shyla, and I will be one of your hosts for this afternoon. I am also one of the mainstay hosts of Hakbang Pilipinas, where we create purposeful digital events and online experiences in order to help people feel and stay connected, and of course, to drive positive change. This afternoon, we're having also my co-host who is joining me this afternoon, all the way from Cagayan de Oro.
Hi everyone, maayong hapon. My name's Owen Hine and we're here with the Juicebox team that has helped bring to life the Brightleaf Agriculture Journalism Awards for more than 5 years now. We'd like to welcome you all to the Mindanao leg of our Brightleaf Agriculture Journalism Awards virtual caravan. Please follow, like, and subscribe to Brightleaf Awards on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. On Twitter, it's Brightleaf PH.
Ayan. So maayong hapon sa inyo tanan. We are finally doing the final leg of this caravan kaya naatakan
Yes.
sa Mindanao. So we're so happy to see you guys here this afternoon. And we're so happy that you all took the time out of your schedules to be with us this afternoon as we bring you some updates about this year's Brightleaf Agriculture Journalism Awards. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to type them on the Facebook Live comments below, or of course in this platform that we are also using right now. If you can put it in the chat box, please make sure that you do use the following format: your name, your publication, and your question or your comments. And we will get to them towards the end of the program. So please do and stay for that. So let's begin, shall we? So as you guys know, the agriculture industry has been truly affected this year, and they're the ones that feed the nation, right? And you guys, they have been going through a very challenging year so far. And so the Brightleaf Agriculture Journalism Awards wants to champion the positive mindset that will enable us to face the changing future with that well-known Filipino trait that we call resilience.
Yes, and since 2007, Brightleaf has honored those whose words and images have brought to light the issues of the agricultural sector. Let's have a look back with this video.
We are here tonight to once again honor and recognize the best and the brightest in the field of agricultural journalism.
Of launching a journalism awards to give back to our industry and at the same time to encourage excellence and improvement in our craft. Agriculture, especially if you focus on developmental journalism, you can encourage our government, our farmers, the industry to improve on their sector and in effect contribute to national development.
Media plays a very critical role in being able to change the narrative of farming and agriculture in our country. We must be able to move away from the old paradigms, place agriculture front and center.
Ayan, so there you have it. So the Brightleaf Agriculture Journalism Awards is already on its 14th year and not just honoring but celebrating the important work that you, our agricultural journalists, do. So, kinsa may di ganahan na wala sila diha sa list na yan, right?
Yes, tama. No? So if you're a professional Philippine journalist who's 18 years old and above, you can actually enter for free. Ayan, published work that qualifies are from September 1, 2019 to January 30, 2021. So again, if you want to be part of this, you better check that out. There's our infographic right over there. Again, for 18 years old and above, you can enter for free.
Ayan, yes. So apart from for free, no, when we have very different categories as well, which our agriculture journalists can join. So there's a lot. So
Yes.
don't be scared because obviously there's going to be one of these categories that you guys, your writing or your publication is going to be a part of. So we have agriculture story of the year. We also have agriculture photo of the year, tobacco story of the year, tobacco photo of the year, and of course, may prize tayo dyan, Owen.
Yes, exciting.
50,000 pesos in cash, Owen, a 13-inch MacBook, a trophy, and an Asian trip. We also have Best Agriculture TV Program or Segment, also Best Agriculture Radio Program or Segment, and syempre, ito na naman tayo, guys, the cash prize is 50,000 pesos, an iPad, a trophy, and syempre hindi mawawala ang ating Asian trip.
Yes, and we also have the Best Agriculture News Story National. We also have Best Agriculture News Story for the regional category. We also have a Best Agriculture Feature Story for the national category and Best Agriculture Feature Story for the regional and Best Online Story, plus the Best Story in Tobacco Product Alternatives. And these are the prizes. The prizes are 20,000 pesos cash, an iPad, a trophy, and an Asian trip.
Yeah, so hindi maliit na bagay, Owen, right? Especially
Yes,
these days. Big deal na yan. 20,000, 50,000. I know that's going to be a huge help to some of us, right? So hopefully may inspire kayo to also share your story. Of course, we also have our special award. We call it the Oriental Leaf Award. And this award is given to those who have won a total of 5 Bright Leaf Awards in any category. And an Oriental Leaf awardee will be welcomed, saan pa nga ba, but in our elite group of Hall of Famers, and you guys will also get a trophy and a 13-inch MacBook. Basin mo ba na ta dire when?
I would love to go with them on that Asian trip. It's been a while since we traveled. Ayan. But guys, we would also like to highlight the following awards. The Best Online Story for News and Features started out as a special award in 2018, but it's now part of the regular categories since today more people are going online.
That's true. Just like us, we've gone
Yes.
online. Have gone online because we've managed to, praise God, pivot towards that. So
Yes.
just want to make sure also that it's important to let you guys know that we need to get news from legitimate online sources. So make sure that your entries are published by a reputable online news site or blog. Guys, it's just no fly-by-night or fake news sites allowed. I think that's very understandable, right? When?
Yes, and don't forget to have your entries certified by the online editorial head. So it's also very important to have to ask permission from where your entries or articles or photos or videos are published.
Yes, and of course, I'm sure your editorial head would be proud as well. So it's good that you ask their permission ahead of time already before you even submit those. And of course, the Best Story in Tobacco Product Alternatives, this one reimagines tobacco use for the future. It is also open to both news and feature stories. So surely I know that there's going to be a lot of entries to these two categories because we do have a cash prize for it as well, and that's 20,000 pesos. Of course, a trophy, an iPad, and an Asian trip will await our winners.
So guys, if you are wondering how do you win these prizes, so here are the criteria for judging the following mediums. For print, we have relevance, impact, and objectivity, all for 25%. Research is 15%, and style is 10%. Now let's go to photos. For photos, composition or relevance is 40%, while creativity and impact are both 30%. For TV and radio, we have relevance and impact are both 30%, while objectivity and research are both 20%.
Ayan. And syempre, Owen, I don't know if you guys have noticed out there, but a common part of the criteria across all mediums is relevance. So the more connected your stories are to our current situation, the better. And syempre, we want to hear stories about what's happening during this pandemic, the past couple of typhoons. So the more related to what's happening to the current situations, like we said, that's gonna, points up for you guys. So we know it's a lot to take in, but don't worry, because you will find all the information that we've shared with you guys this afternoon on brightleafawards.com. And of course, for updates, just follow, like, and subscribe to Brightleaf Awards on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. On Twitter, it's BrightleafPH. And also, guys, if you're going to post anything about what we're doing today, basin karon, you're taking photos, screen captures of what we're doing, please use the hashtags Brightleaf, hashtag Brightleaf2020, and hashtag Brightleaf Awards when posting on social media. Nano, obviously we want to see who's tagging us, who's sharing their stories. Ganahan kay mi ana, no? So again, for any questions, just type them in the Facebook Live comment section or in this platform that we are using this afternoon. Use the chat box, and if you do, please use your name, your publication, and then your question. So for example, Shyla, I'm with Inquirer, and then my question. So yun yung format. So that way we can be just a little bit more organized about it. So of course, we will include them in the question and answer portion just a bit later on.
Okay, and maybe you're wondering, kinsa man ang mga judges, ani? So of course, who's going to choose the best among the best? Of course, we have our roster of judges include some of your award-winning and respected peers, photojournalists, editors, and broadcasters. We have members of the academe from top universities as well.
Yes, and rounding out the list are agriculture and agribusiness experts, as well as, of course, respected public servants.
Ayan, so diligid basta-basta ang ating mga judges every year. So here you can see some of our previous judges. There you go. Those are reputable names in the industry and from their profession. We can't share our judges, but guys, no, we can't share our judges' names just yet for this year, but rest assured that though they are all, because they are all worthy to be listed alongside our past judges. So dili ta mabalaka, guys, okay?
Because as you can see, hardcore. You have Ces Jalon, Conrad Banal of the Philippine Daily Inquirer. You have Dr. Elena Pernia as well. She is the Dean, College of Mass Communications, before with UP. So the reason why we can't share their names with you guys is, of course, we don't want them to be biased. Like, for example, naamoy ka ila sa judges, basin mo ingon mo na, uy, nagpasa ko diha ng akong application, basin mo taasan nimo akong score, no, ana. So that's the reason why. But again, we want to guarantee you na hardcore ang atong mga judges. So we talked about our judges and we've shown you guys. Now let's have a look at our winners over the years. There you have it. In the north, you see that Baguio and La Union are leading. Manila, nakita natin, they've also won quite a number of awards as well. Down south, of course, we have Cebu and Davao are strong contenders. I know Butuan, nandyan din kami. Nandyan din si Sir Erwin Mascareñas, no? And of course, there's also been winners from all across the Philippines. So when we say it's nationwide, we really mean that.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to win it. No?
Yeah, of course.
So who knows? Your entry might be the one to score a win for your region, for our region, Caraga. Win. Or
yeah, I'm from Cagayan now, so hopefully our friends, our photojournalists, our journalists, agriculture journalists here in Cagayan de Oro City, and this region, Region 10, will also, bring home a Brightleaf trophy.
Yes, definitely. All right, so 2019 winners?
Yes, we have several of them actually from PDI. Business Mirror had a strong showing too, and a couple of winners are from GMA Network. And we're looking for the same caliber of work for you guys. So hopefully, makita mo na ninyo dito sa website their work. So hopefully, the same caliber ang among makita this year.
Yes, I have no doubt when, especially with the stories, right, of
Hmm.
this year. Talagang yan yung mga heart-wrenching, just, so we want to see those stories. So
Yeah,
now,
2020 is very interesting. So I'm sure na ay daghan yun na stories na they can actually, pull out and share to the Bright Leaf community.
yes, that is right. That is right. So we're excited to see them. Okay, so now the winners of the Oriental Leaf Award are also very exceptional. Obviously, it is given to those who have won a total of, again, five Bright Leaf Awards in any category. So they automatically become part of the Bright Leaf Hall of Fame. Saan pa nga ba? So I wonder if there will be new additions to that elite group this year.
And of course, to the winners go the spoils. Bright Leaf Agriculture Journalism Awards has sent the winners all over Asia. Here are the winners in Bali, Beijing, Hanoi, Bangkok, Taipei, and Chiang Mai. Diba?
Ayan,
Makaibig kaayo siya eh.
totoo, nakaka-miss na mag-travel when. So
Mm.
hopefully, yeah, by the way, speaking of traveling, when I think we want to share with them something.
Yes. Yes, of course. Speaking of traveling, to the 2019 winners, we've not forgotten about your Asian top trip prize. Once it's safe for everyone to fly again, you'll be going to an extra special destination as a reward for your patience. So don't worry, it's still there, okay?
Yes, you guys deserve that for sure. So ayan, great news talaga yan, Wen, no? But before we move along, I just want to read because somebody asked us a question earlier. So parang matuwa mo na live yun ni siya, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and
Yes, yes.
dili niya siya pre-recorded. So I want to read
Mhm.
the question of Vincent Philip Bautista. He says,
Okay.
good afternoon. Can we get the complete names and designations of the hosts for press release purposes? Yes, my name is Shaila Sanchez. And of course, we are joined today by Sir Owen Hine. We are from Hakbang Pilipinas for Bright Leaf this afternoon. So there you go.
Yes.
Ayan. So moving on. So let's say you guys have print or online piece. So let me share with you the requirements. So
Yes.
along with the entry form, guys, have a Word document version of the entry. So you also need proof of publication. And of course, please scan a copy of your print entry, or, in the world today, we could just do screen capture, or even on your laptop, you could do a screen capture, and that's fine with us. And of course, if it is in a different dialect, especially for us, kita diri na ata sa Mindanao, basli
Oo.
na Bisaya or kung unsa mang dialect diha, you can definitely do that, but just please send the English translation to, because base ng atong judges, dili pod kabalo
Makasabot. Oo.
makasabot, correct. There you go.
Ayan, for photo submissions, aside from the entry form, you need to submit a 12 by 18-inch soft copy in a JPEG file format. So again, that's 12 by 18 inches soft copy in a JPEG file format.
Got it. And of course, if you are going to send in a scanned copy of the published file, make sure it doesn't have your name or any watermark. Again, why? Because we don't want the judges, again, to have a bias. No? So they'd be like, ay, kailan na ako, ani, and then tawagan ninyo ang reporter and journalist and say, uy, naana ka sa ano, kay ako nang gibutang, nakita na ako imong ngalan. So these are the reasons why we don't want you to have your name, or the reason why we also don't share the judges' names.
Yeah, and so if you are working for radio and TV, so what about your entries? Along with the entry form, have a Word document transcription ready. Include the English translation too, if it's in a local dialect. So again, kung Bisaya or Ilonggo or Tagalog, add the English translation for the benefit of our judges.
Yeah, correct. And of course, there's no minimum or maximum length, no, especially if it's a video or a radio segment. What we're asking you is for just that particular segment. So if your segment was for 5, 10, 15
Yes.
minutes, that one only. So please avoid, not avoid, don't submit the whole show, but just the segment.
Yes, and also send in the TOA as proof of airing in either MP3, MP4, or AVI formats. So this is also very important para maklaro gyud no nga this is not yet to be published video or radio na article or piece, but na release na gyud siya. So we need that as well.
Yes, correct. When and of course, guys, lastly, please do not forget the station manager's authorization letter. So kung kanina dito sa mga articles, we're asking your editor not to give you an authorization letter in the
Mm-mm.
same manner for the video or radio segment, we're asking for the station manager's authorization letter.
Yes, importante din yon para dili man sila ma-shock no na join ilang name of their station there. You have to ask permission. That's very important. And but once everything's ready, so what's next, Chai?
Yes. So when I'm glad you asked that because there are actually three very easy ways that you guys can submit, and we're showing that to you guys right now. So of course, the first one you have the brightleafawards.com. You also have our secretariat's email, or of course, kung ganahan mo old school, it's fine. You're not that that techie, okay lang kaayo. You can mail it through snail mail. We do have the address here. We're flashing it to you guys. That is our secretariat's office in Manila.
Yeah, so Nana, no, those are the three. And I guess you can also, if you cannot copy that now, you can probably go to the website. That's the first step, and you can get the other contact information there. So again, the website is brightleafawards.com. So go there and you can just browse through the other contacts if dili ninyo makopya karon.
Yes, correct. So, guys, again, just a reminder, if you do have questions for us, go ahead, type them in the Facebook Live. You can see the comments below. Feel free to put it there. Or if you guys are with us in this platform this afternoon, you can go ahead and put it in the chat box. That way, our team can go ahead and sort it out and get the questions to us after what we've discussed this afternoon. So, okay, aside from the website, Brightleaf Agriculture Journalism Awards is also present across all online social media platforms. We wanted to make sure na naagyud mi diha para makita gyud mo kami, no? So follow us. We are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. If you guys need latest news or latest updates, you can very well find us there. So ayan, ang dami na nating napakita, Owen. I know that
Yes.
after all of that, basin na mo yung mga pangutana sa amua. Again, type them in the Facebook Live comment section or in the chat box below. And with the format, your name, for example, Shaila, your publication, Manila Bulletin, for example, and then your question. And we will do our very best to go ahead and answer them. So namoy time karon no, i-type lang diha inyong questions. And of course, we're also checking our chat with our staff. Any live questions, please go ahead. We also want to encourage when ang atong mga journalists na naadeha na come on live. Basin
yes. Or basin ka itong nagtanaw sa atong where we're streamed right now. Kung naapod may questions dito, pwede sad mo mag-ask. Or if you know of a journalist na friends ninyo perhaps, pwede sad ninyo sila tawagan karon or inform them that we are actually doing this, and maybe you can ask the question para sa ilaha if they're not yet here. So ayan, so none so far daw sa Facebook. I think we have explained it clearly, pero excited gihapon may makadungog sa inyo ha kung unsa ni basin naapay mga questions in mind that you have na maulaw lang mo, so pwede dinhin lang sa chat. You can just chat it and then we will read it, and then the team, the production team, will send them to us.
Yes. Tama yan, Wen. And of course, all right, so ayan, Vince Bautista.
Yes.
Philippine Information Agency, Region 10, is there a limit on how many submissions we can submit? So meron ba tayong limit? None. Wala, no? As you can see, madami tayong category. So hopefully, yung isa dyan, yung isa sa mga 20 or 25 na isasabit mo
daghan man to kayo if you were there in the earlier part, daghan kay categories. So maybe you just look at your articles and check, okay, I think this will fit this category. So imo siyang i-end. But of course, I think one piece, dili siya pwede siguro in multiple categories, but each of your article that might fit this particular category, you send them there. Like any other, like raffle, no? The more entries you send, the more chances of being recognized.
Yes. Ayan. And of course, yung dun lang sa entries, no, si Vince Bautista, thank you so much for your question. Ang amo alang is just make sure that the articles were written between what we're flashing you this afternoon is from September 1, 2019 to January 30 of next year. So as long as pasok, deha, wala tay limit as to how many articles you guys can submit.
Yes.
Basin may ganahan mag-volunteer live diha sa mga nagtanaw sa
Oo.
atin.
Basin ano ba, ready mo to face the camera and go on live? We will be ready to put you in the stream, and you can also ask questions nga directly. Ayan, sinaaba sa
Ayan.
ating mga participants inside our meeting today.
Ayan. Basin wala pa. Pero
Wala pa.
usahay natay frequently asked questions. So maybe we can go through it while we're waiting for your questions. So go ahead. Kung naamoy questions, go ahead and type it while, again, our team goes ahead and reads through them. But for now, why is it called Bright Leaf Awards nga ba?
Actually, Shai, it's called bright leaf because it is derived from the name given to Virginia tobacco because it turns bright yellow when cured in high heat. It's the prime choice of tobacco manufacturers. So it's an award-giving body named after high-quality tobacco that recognizes high-quality talent. Ayan. So now you know, guys, why it's called.
Now you know. Correct. Now you know why it's Bright Leaf Awards. Kaya pala. Ano namang aspects of agriculture are accepted as subjects?
Actually, lahat, because this is the entire agricultural sector. So all of its aspects are accepted, such as planting, tilling, aquaculture, and even including livestock and others that is a part of the agricultural industry.
Yes. And when I don't know about you, but I'm really excited to see just the quality of articles written this year just because of what's been happening. I feel like, man, we're gonna see a lot of heart. I mean, not that was missing before, but I feel like even more so karon tungod sa dili lang yun ang pandemic, pero ang sigig uwan, sigig, typhoon. So I feel like if you guys are journalists can just highlight these stories na kahibaw na mo na naa diha that needs to be given a spotlight, needs to put up na makita gyud sa mga Pilipino, no? Gwapo kayo na siya, and that's really what I'm excited about.
That's true, Shai. 2020 has really given us a lot of challenges, no? As humanity, as part of humanity, grabe gyud, no? Our mental health, our physical health, everything is being challenged, and we also would like to highlight the challenges and the triumphs of the Filipino. So kung maato na siyang mahatagan og opportunity through sharing these agricultural stories, I think it will give more hope to our farmers, to our fishermen, and to the industry, and also to the people nga nag-benefit sa agriculture.
Yeah, and it's like your way of showing kanang atong farmers or kanang agriculture sector na, guys, we see you. We see your efforts, and we see what you do because you do so much for our country. So, di ba parang what a blessing na you our journalists are going to get to be a huge, huge part of that because you get to be their voice, di ba? So, naapod tay question.
Yes.
Na si Dominic Sanchez, may I ask po for the guidelines on what was discussed here to be emailed? Dominic, you can contact our secretariat so we can email you. So there you go. It's secretariat@brightleafawards.com. We're showing it to you right now. And of course, it's also on brightleafawards.com. No, nandyan. And everything is there talaga. And again, kung na may updates na bag-o, naagid sa brightleafawards.com, naapod sa atong Facebook and Twitter sad. So, yeah. Thank you so much for your question.
Yes. Dominic. Thank you, Dominic Sanchez.
Sanchez pa. Basin
Oo. Basin relative mo. sila ni husband pala ni Jelvo.
Yes, correct. So, ayan. So, thank you so much to your questions, guys. We're gonna give it a couple more minutes. Kay basin na pa. We have one more. Behua Marfori of RPN BXKO. What are the strategies you've made to make this program be successful despite the effects of COVID-19 pandemic? Well, I mean, I don't know, but we've really tried to transition to the online stage. As you guys know, especially to those who have joined us for the past couple of years, we've always done this live in a physical space, no? But we didn't want this to hinder from celebrating you and honoring you. Mao nang when naagyud ta diri karon, we really went digital kay ganahan ni na we can reach you guys and you guys can get in touch with us, and that this pandemic is not gonna stop any of you from sharing your stories and you highlighting the new heroes, right? Or our old heroes
That's
that
true.
have been recognized from far back. So I hope you guys can appreciate that. Yeah, Brightleaf Awards made the decision to go digital this year para mas sayon para sa ato tanan.
Yeah. The distance, no, may have this may be our challenge now. Now we can't really gather everyone together, but through online events like this one, our virtual caravan, mura ra gihapon tag nagkauban in an actual physical space. So we are very grateful that you're part of this event and you have said yes to this caravan. And of course, we hope to see you when you join and participate in the actual Brightleaf Agriculture Journalism Awards.
Correct. And of course, we've tried to reach out to you guys as much as we can. Maunang naamo pod karon. We've invited many more as well. So hopefully, kanang dili nakauban sa ato karon can watch this later on or basin kamusad na amoy mga kaila that you want to share this with na kaila nyo maayog yun mo sulat mo shoot or what the heck. So please go ahead and share them the good news because we really want to hear the stories that you guys have. And so yeah, so that's why we also have Facebook. We have our secretariat who is available for you guys, if not 24 hours a day, perhaps 12 hours man lang. Diha. So, Mauna, we really wanted to make sure that we're reachable to you guys this afternoon. Ayan.
Okay, part man ni sa ano, no? This is part of our transition. I think everyone's adjusting already to this online platforms, and we are also excited na even ang Brightleaf Journalism Awards ni ano na po siya, ni transition, and we are also excited for the actual awarding kung so dapat inyo po nang abangan kay that's gonna be exciting as well, not just the caravan.
Yes. So yeah, I hope we've answered your question. Behua Marfori of RPN DXKO. Thank you so much for that question, and I hope we were able to answer it for you. If again, we also want to build community. So if you want, please allow us to add these people on our communities on Facebook. We really made one for Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao para diha ta magkauban no, sa atong Facebook page. So I love that daghantay questions karong hapon when we do appreciate your time. We'll give it a couple more minutes and then we will have to end this program in just a bit as well. So again, we want to thank you guys, especially those who are joining us in this platform, kanang nagatanaw sa ato sa atong Facebook karon and at sa atong YouTube. Thank you very much for reaching out to us. All right, I have one from PNA Davao. Photo from mobile phone, okay lang ba isali? Nganong di, if you can
Yes.
if nasabit na nimo siya dito sa publication, please submit that to us. Again, with the letter of authorization from your editor or your station manager. No? So kung napagawas na diha, then definitely we could make that as part of your entry.
Mm.
As long as it is published, yeah?
Yes.
So that answers your question. PNA Davao. Ayan. Natutuwa ako sa mga questions natin hapon. Just let us know. We're asking our team also to let us know if there are any more questions. And then if there's none, maybe we can just share a little more of the FAQs.
Yes.
Right? Ito, lagi itong tinatanong din, especially in our previous caravans, no? How do small publications fare against larger national publications? Syempre naadiha ang, Philippine Daily Inquirer, ang Manila Bulletin. Kaya bang lumaban ng smaller publications?
Actually, there are no because many of the winners in both the national and regional categories have been local journalists. So national writers don't have a clear-cut advantage because also there are separate categories for regional and national publications. So actually they don't compete against each other. So don't worry if you say, ano lang man ko, I just started out, I have this wonderful story, basin dili ko ma-recognize because ano pa lang, kanyang I'm just new to the industry, I'm not I'm not a big name yet. Don't worry because we have a regional and a national category. So
Correct.
just keep on sending your entries and don't be afraid to just, send them out. You'll never know.
Yes. You know what? I really believe that when, sometimes you just have to give it a go. Kay basin mo daog, 'di ba?
Yes.
parang kung if you didn't try, then wala, you're really gonna
Oh,
already, diba? But if you go ahead and try, maunang we really want it anonymous, no? Walay name ni mo na nakabutang dito sa article. Pero again, ang atong judges, wa gyud kahibaw kung
mm-mm.
who you are as a journalist or kung kaila ka ba ang or ang imong publication. So that's why we can really say na, this is welcome to all our
Yes.
journalists.
Let your work do the talking. So dili gid necessary if you're unsa na ba na imong experience in the industry, let your work do the talking, submit them anonymously again, and then para pag mo makita man na if your work is really exceptional.
Yes, and these stories need to be heard. Your story, if it weren't
True.
for you, if it weren't for your gift of writing, of sharing another person's story, right? These stories aren't going to be seen or heard. So what a gift
Yes.
you have, what a privilege you have to also share the stories, especially when sa atong mga rural areas, diba? I mean, kung wala atong agriculture journalists, unsa na lang.
We are an agricultural country, so we need to appreciate agriculture in many aspects. So we are very thankful that there are journalists like you na nagtabang sa ato for ordinary citizens to appreciate these stories because right now, especially in the pandemic, we have seen the rise of respect for the agriculture industry because we are suddenly scrambling for mag-hoard na mga tao because we realize that rice is important, fish is important, meat is important, vegetables all of a sudden. So grabe ang shift. And again, we would like to see that in your stories and how the economy is being, kanang stabilized by the agriculture sector.
True, exactly. It's because of them, diba?
Yes.
So ayan, guys, we've been flashing this information for you. We're gonna put it down in just a bit. So just because you can find all of them on brightleafawards.com, and of course our Facebook pages as well. You will find all that information there. So we're gonna go ahead and stop sharing that with you guys, and hopefully you guys got what you needed. And again, if not, then all that information is there for you at any time. You can feel free to contact our secretary as well. So ayan, when I'd like to invite our
Yes, please.
audience who's in another room to come and join us.
Yes, we would like to see all of you who are here right now joining us in this virtual caravan. So can we request our viewers to turn on your video so we can give each other a virtual wave goodbye. Para
Yes.
makakita sad mi sa inyo. For the past few minutes, kami lang nakakita sa inyo. So maybe this time we'd like to see you as well.
Yeah, ayan, so they're currently transferring in this room where we are, o, diba? So murag yun tag naa sa physical space.
So
ang awas na sa usa ka room ang atong mga journalists, and they're gonna join us in this room where we are sa karon. So we're gonna ask you guys to go ahead and turn on your cameras, please, para makita naman namo ang inyong mga naong, no, na pasalamat kayo mi na naamo karon. Hello, Edna Espera. Thank you so much for joining us. Very nice to see.
We have Sir Hermie Arcelia. Ayan.
Ayan, mga gwapo at magaganda. Si Miss Cecily Marfori as well. I believe she asked her question a while ago.
True.
Hello, Albert Loyola.
It's Albert today.
We have Bonita Ermac.
Tulog.
Ayun.
We also have Miss Biema Minoza, Radyo Pilipinas siguro na siya, no? Ayan. So we'd like to invite Glenn K. Penalosa to turn on your cameras. Please, Miss Kinaalang ta sa balay. No problem.
Okay, Rani. We're all working from home.
Yes.
Dominic Sanchez. If you can also turn on your camera. We have from a representative from PNA Davao. Ayan.
Ayan, smile ka mo guys. Kikita inyo mga gwapo naman.
Apil na mo sa live for now.
Si Miss Letty Militante as well. We'd like to invite you to turn on your camera.
Please.
With a few seconds na guys, slow lang ta sa atong camera, no? So if everybody is ready, I think everybody's cameras are on, or all our journalists. Si Miss Letty Militante na lang. If kung okay lang, of course, di punta mag Ayan. All right. So, are you ready? Sige, guys, we'll just ask you to look at your camera and smile and wave for like 10 seconds, ra.
Yan, wave lang.
Parang atong production team can just take photos of you guys. Ayan, beautiful faces. Ayan, thank you so much for joining us. Ayan. Si
Ayan, our
si
tech team
tawag ko,
also.
naka
Si Derek is
si
live.
Dominic Sanchez yung sa ano to,
Oo.
diba? Check. Oo.
Oo.
Ayan. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate that. And of course, this concludes, Owen, the
Yes.
Mindanao leg, the final leg of this caravan for the Bright Leaf Awards virtual caravan. We hope that we have inspired you to share with us the stories and images that spotlight the agriculture sector. Thank you, everybody. This has been your host, Shyla, of course, together with my partner.
And my name's Owen. Be safe, be well, everyone. Amping, and goodbye for now.
Salamat kaayo, guys.